enjoy walking in the park. You have to learn that every moment can still be enjoyable despite the blindness or despite being in a wheelchair. He drives. Most people would not want to get in the car with a quadriplegic driving, but he's not letting that stop him.
Tulsa Talks is the podcast that is inspiring people to have everyday meaningful conversations to gain perspective and help the world.
Welcome to Tulsa Talks, where we have meaningful conversations with everyday people of all walks of life. We have Leo and Charlie here today. They're both ORU graduates, and their thing is nightlife entertainment. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, Craig.
So tell them your stage names.
Hi, I'm Leon the Jokester.
And I am Charlie Beal.
Glad you guys are here today.
Thank you for having us.
As always, we have a little bit of a conversation pre-recording, and you guys were telling me a little bit about your history. Leon, you mind sharing like a couple of minutes, maybe a minute?
Yes. Well, basically, I grew up in a Christian household in San Diego, California, and Christian household. My dad served 20 years in the military, Gunnery Sergeant Pearlie. Now I'm married 20 years, came out here to Tulsa, Oklahoma to go to Oral Roberts University and graduated with a print journalism degree, class of 2010. And I have a 14-year-old son who goes to Jinx middle school right now. He loves to run track, and I'm super proud dad. And so with that being said, got started in comedy after being a case manager for a few years. And my job now, full-time, is just to make people laugh with love, hope, and laughter. That's my story.
Charlie?
And with me, I became a Christian at the age of 6. Kind of lived a nominal Christian life for 20 years. Got baptized in the Holy Ghost when I was 26. And that kind of pushed the go button for Jesus. And went to Rhema 3 years, and worked at American Airlines for 25 years. Retired early at American, and then went to ORU. Just got my doctorate in ministry 2 days ago.
Yay!
And and met Leon 7 months ago, and we saw each other and saw, wow, we really have a platform here to tell comedy and motivate people with our lives. I had my accident here 5 years ago, quadriplegic, and thankful to just be moving this much to where I can get around. And our platform is walk by faith and not by sight. And we
Explain that, because I didn't catch the first time you said it.
Yeah, walk by faith and not by sight. I'm the walking part, and Leon is blind, so he had the vision, and I've done all the legwork on it. We take our Christian testimony and motivate people with laughter and joy, and give inspirational and teaching, and that's what I'm called to do right now. So never expected this to have my life like this, but 5 years ago I had to push the reset button on my life, and living for the Lord now in this way. So.
What kind of physical condition were you in before the quadriplegic occurred?
I was lifting with a trainer for 20 years and riding my bike. I was in really good shape and really health conscious, eating right and lifting and exercising. And then, bam, this happened.
So this could happen to anybody at any given time?
Yeah, it's amazing. In an instant, life can be changed like that. It's really something and I've had good things happen quickly too. It's amazing how things can suddenly happen.
Well, you said that this wasn't necessarily bad for your career.
No, I never expected to be doing that. I've always liked joking around, but boy, this really gives me a platform to do it and also have a message that I never thought I'd be doing. So yeah.
How about your blindness? How has it affected your career?
Actually, it was a blessing, Craig, because in 2016 is when I was diagnosed. Dean McGee Eye Institution in Oklahoma City, they put me in a machine called the Octopus 9000. And basically, this is the machine that proves to Social Security if you're telling the truth or not to be able to get full disability benefits. a lot of times people say, oh, well, just go in there if you think you're blind or this or that. Everyone's wearing glasses in America, so how do I get full benefits? So they make you go and they put you in this machine. And when they put me in the machine, they saw over 30 black spots sitting on my retina. So on the outskirts of things, it looks like my eyes are normal. I look like a normal human being. But then one of my favorite jokes on stage is, you don't think I'm blind, right? Give me your car keys. And you will find out real fast when you don't make it home safe, because it's basically if 3 people are standing before me, I can see the mom in the middle, but I can't see the 2 kids beside her. So that's a problem if you're on the highway. You can see the car in the middle, but what about the 2 on the side? Totally not there, but they're there. So I think it's just a weird thing with most times in America, people only see one side of blindness, Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles, but there's over hundreds of different types of blindness. And so I've dealt with it. I still have my joy, still have my peace in Christ. And yeah, man, we're making the best of it with comedy.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that I was born legally blind. I didn't know that I was blind until I was 5 years old. Corrective lenses helped me live after that with about a 20/30, 20/40 vision. And this year I did have eye surgery on my right eye, waiting on my left one just because I am who I am. But I think that really affected my learning style.
Okay.
Developmental style of being legally blind until I was 5 years old. Where's Waldo is not my thing. I can not locate, my brain won't let me find different things that might be just a little bit hidden to me and plainly to everybody else. And I contribute that back to that early childhood development.
Man, welcome to the family.
Hey, we all have our thing, right?
Yeah.
And I know that our viewers have their challenges as well, and that's why we're here today, is trying to encourage people.
Yes.
Where do you guys typically do your stand-up, non-stand-up routine?
Oh, everywhere. Schools, retirement homes, nursing homes.
Yep.
I mean, anywhere where people are like, hey, nonprofit
Family
event,
clubs.
hey, gala, for-profit, charity, foundation, fundraiser, book us now. Craig's right here. I mean, we're everywhere.
That's awesome.
We do everything.
Yes.
So do you guys ever do like stand-up at one of these, what are they, Looney Tunes used to be at
Oh,
the...
Looney
Yeah.
Bin, yeah.
Looney Bin and
Yeah.
You guys ever get in there?
Yo, yeah. That's
yeah.
how I got my start. I'll let Charlie share his Looney Bin experience, and I'll share mine.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever went. Was Looney? I took Leon's class and encouraged me to go do stand-up. So I went to the Looney Bin, and there were 14 people, and we all picked numbers, and I picked number 14. So I was the last one to go, and of course by that time the laughter had kind of built up. So when I went, it was kind of neat to do, and did really well and loved it, and started going back to that. And then Leon and I formed our own company here, said that we need to get this together. And so we've been doing retirement homes and churches, and different areas,
Date
nonprofits, date nights.
Everything.
He just opened for Darcy
Yes.
Lynn, the ventriloquist. He just opened for 1,600 people
wow.
3 nights
Sold out
ago.
show, yeah, 3
Sold
nights
out
ago.
up in the old Coleman Theater there in Miami.
Yes.
That old theater that was used for vaudevillians for years. Bob Hope and all those guys went through there. And so he just did a 30-minute show up there. So
Yes.
it's really
And
great.
And all this started, Craig, 10 years ago when I had to step down from the case management job because I was mixing up checks. My eyes was like, oh, okay, time to step down. So News on 6 came out, did a whole story on me 2 times. And then after that, I asked God, I said, what am I going to do for a living now? Nobody's going to hire me at the airlines as a pilot, blind pilot. That doesn't exist. And then Uber, they fired me after a day of almost killing a few people. So I said, what am I going to do in America for money? And God spoke clear as day. He said, you're going to make people laugh. You're going to bring love, hope, and laughter to every show. So I called the Looney Bin, and 10 years ago, there was a guy by the name of Roy Johnson. He was the general manager at the time, and he had a class. It was like 4 weeks, and I paid $150, and man, I was hooked ever since. And so that was my experience. First time on stage to do comedy, learned some techniques. And when I first started, it was 4 techniques. Now I know 90. 90 techniques of how to make people laugh. And then after that, I started teaching a class at Jenks High School, and then just signed a big contract for 2 more years teaching at the library. So Hardesty and all that stuff this summer, you can come out for free and learn some of the basic techniques and go from there.
So you guys are okay with being picked on a little bit about your physical condition?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I don't wear my feelings on my shoulders.
Well,
We kind of turn it into a
you guys
positive.
made it humorous, so I want to make sure that it's okay, since I am legally blind, to have fun with this as well.
Oh, absolutely. That's what we're about. As
We're
long as
very comfortable
yeah,
with
we're
it,
very
yeah.
comfortable.
So Charlie,
Yes,
you tell me that you can do stand-up comedy.
yes.
I'm going
Always
to put you
dreamed-
on the spot.
Yep.
I'm going to see if you can actually walk it out. Show me what you got, man.
You want to see this?
Stand up, not
goodness.
stand up, not stand up comedy.
Yeah, he wants to hear 2 or 3 of your Sam's Club
I want to
jokes.
hear you something. I want to hear something. Make me laugh.
But remember, Charlie, as your manager, let me do this. Because a lot of people, they think that this thing is free because we charge $5,000 a show. So give them the Sam's Club appetizer of 2 or 3
Yeah,
jokes.
bait them in.
Sure. Well,
Make them want more.
Yeah.
well, I've always dreamed of doing comedy, but my problem's been stand up.
Da-dum-dum.
And when Leon and I got together, he had the vision, but I've had to do all the legwork.
Da-dum-dum.
Yeah, and
Keep on going.
well, when I was in the hospital, they didn't know for 2 days. They didn't think I was going to move below the neck, but 2 days later, my thumb twitched like this, and so I knew at that time that when they kicked me out of there, I'd be able to come right home.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's just, but I did know the doctor had some serious news that 2 weeks later he came, Charlie, I've got some serious news, and you're never going to be able to walk again. You're never going to be able to drive again. And of course, you'll never be able to do the Macarena again. So that was a really depressing thing. And of course, Donkey Kong was out too. So I went home. I was really depressed, so I was watching these really inspirational movies that to lift my spirits, and watching movies like White Christmas and It's a Wonderful Life, Alien versus Predator, different ones like that.
You're wild. You're wild, Charlie.
So, and then, but if you remember a movie called The Elephant Man years ago, did you ever see that movie, The Elephant Man?
Yes, I
I
did.
think I vaguely remember it.
This horribly deformed guy, and these kids were making fun of him. They were
Was Cher
chasing-
in that movie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It was about a guy, a true story, a horribly deformed guy. And these kids are chasing him down a subway aisleway, and finally turned around, a real poignant scene. I am not an animal. Well, I went to return this film in Walmart, and so I'm going there. I get in the produce section. People were chasing me. I turned around and said, I am not a vegetable. So, I just had a lot of experience with this. So,
All right.
that's a little
good.
taste there. Maybe he can give you a taste.
Oh yeah. I got 3 Sam's Club jokes. The first one I'm gonna have Craig participate with me, and then the other 2 I'll give them to Jesse. I'm gonna donate the other 2, and then the rest it'll be $5,000 like we charge.
Right.
And so okay. So the first one I want Craig to participate. So here we go. So knock knock.
Who's there?
A blind man.
A blind man who does what?
Okay, first of all, Craig,
That's not how this works.
this is not how it works. So we're gonna start over. You just have to say a blind man. He extended the sentence. Oh my God, he's our first heckler that I have to train from the bottom up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm a man. Look,
All right,
no more
a
front row. Okay, here we go, Craig.
All right.
You ready?
I'll follow the rules. this
Okay,
time.
follow the rules, man. And so it's off the chain. Jesse, where did you find this man? He's off the chain, man. Okay. All right, so where were we? Knock knock.
Who's there?
A blind man.
A blind man. Who?
How should I know? Okay, Craig. Man, Craig, I can't believe, man. We don't have to start he blew it up. We don't have to start the whole podcast over, man.
No, we're all having a good time. No need in cutting any of this.
Looking like the Rock's brother. That we don't go into roasting for a second, man.
Roast me.
Oh,
I
man.
deserve it.
I heard of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but not the bootleg Rock. Man. It's like, I thought he had Nikes on. He got those senior citizen New Balances on.
New Balance.
Oh, my God.
35 years of New Balance.
He gave me the price. Now I know he's from a nursing home.
35 years of New Balance. And I think they probably cost $35 too.
Oh, my goodness, man. No more shopping at Ross. Okay. I don't care, man. He got that Black Friday sale. Okay. All right, so second joke. Here we go. So I was a janitor once for a mega church, and I'll never do that again. They made me clean that entire mega church blind by myself. Listen, the church was dirty. It was filthy. It was so dirty when I first started cleaning it, I was white. As white as Craig.
Is it okay if I laugh at black jokes?
You can laugh at black jokes, man. The police is not winning outside. I promise you, Craig. Because if I go down, we're going down together, brother. And then last but not least, I'm fine with my disability. Yeah, everybody in my household is blind. Now, when you look at me, I don't look blind, but I tell people, just give me your car keys. You won't make it home safe. Yeah, you would be in the ditch in like less than 5 seconds, and then you will be in heaven standing before God like, God, where am I at? And he'll say, you let that blind man drive you home. You know exactly where you're at. So I say that to say this. I'm blind, and the disability my son has is that he's deaf. Because every time I tell him to clean this room, he can't hear me. And then with my wife, she has a terrible disease called hypothesia. Her hands hurt. They ache so badly. And it only kicks in when I ask her to make me a sandwich. That's it. Give it up for Leon and Charlie, everyone. Sam's Club jokes.
Just a little taste.
Just a little taste, man.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't catch it until like the third time you said it.
Okay.
Just a little taste.
Just a little bit. Just a little
I go to
bit.
Sam's sometimes and get those little bit of tastes.
Oh, yeah. That and Costco.
Costco is a place to go.
Yes.
Just keep going back. I want more of that little taste.
Get that membership, man.
Yeah.
Get that membership.
So you guys are both ORU graduates.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm class of 2010 and he's class of 2025.
And you both believe in the Oral Roberts tradition of healing.
The traditional way of Jesus.
The tradition of Oral Roberts. You know, I mean, he used to go lay hands on people and they actually were healed physically.
Yes.
And you guys graduated from that university, so apparently I would suppose you guys have some kind of an influence on that believing in God's miraculous abilities?
Well, I believe in Jesus' ability of healing the blind and the lame, but far as Oral Roberts is concerned, because I didn't get the healing right away, I did go to the pawn shop and sell the degree back.
And then I bought it. That's why I bought it.
And then he bought it there. So, but no, on a serious note, Craig, I truly do believe that God has anointed a lot of people to lay hands on people and see the sick healed, and the blind will see again and all that great stuff. But at the same time, on the flip side, there is another side to God's mindset of like being able to praise God through the storm, through the trials, through the tribulations. So instead of me being, woe is me, oh, look at me, I'm losing more sight every day. Listen, God says, fix your eyes on Christ. He never said like Jesus wants you to have your eyes fixed on him, not fixed on the circumstances. Because if I owe $200,000 in student loans, but God told me he's going to wipe it out. Just focus on your purpose, which is the comedy. And when I did that 2 years after comedy, 2018, he wiped the whole thing out because of the eye disease. Like literally, I have the letter at home that says, because of retinitis pigmentosa, completely blind in my right eye, you can see out your left, it's totally done. It is finished. $200,000 wiped away. Because so that's God showing me walk by faith, not by sight. You may not be able to see everything, but the walking part is with the Holy Spirit. Psalms 37:23, for the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his ways. So my steps are ordered by the Holy Spirit, so I don't even have to have sight because I have insight, and everyone has sight, but not everybody has vision. And my vision is on Christ with the comedy.
And with me, I did a study on power. There's exousia and dunamis. And it's interesting that Paul says that I will glory in my infirmities, that the power or dunamis may rest upon me. So it's interesting how God could use the base things to confound the wise. So we're looking to lay hands on people and looking to see miracles where you might think, oh, who are these guys to be doing that? But we set the atmosphere with comedy, we do preaching, and then we'll lay hands on people for things and be expecting to see miraculous things being this situation with our particular comedy act here and this situation that, God has really drawn us together. It's really something because, we've looked at Acts 8, how the Ethiopian eunuch met up with Philip, and it's amazing. Just when we combined our stories, we went out to eat one day. We just go to eat at just a little fast food restaurant. We spent 7.5 hours there. It was amazing. We just connected. His wife was going, what are you doing? Where weren't you home hours ago? But we were really connecting and realizing the biblical situation there, the eunuch. And I was thinking, God was showing me that, I was thinking, wow, we always talk about things happening suddenly. We've seen a lot of things happen really suddenly in our lives. And I was thinking, just the other day, I was thinking, wow, in the New Testament, there was nobody traveling any faster than that eunuch in a chariot. The chariot, that's as fast as you can go. And then Philip was told to run and join with it. So here I am joining with the chariot. And then when we got together, they got baptized. The eunuch goes away rejoicing, and Philip disappears. So I don't know what's going to happen here with our act together, but it's going to go fast.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing it really.
Yeah. You think you guys can get your act together?
We're trying.
We're working on it.
I got a couple of comedians in my studio, and I'm trying to be the funny one.
Oh, my goodness.
We're learning from you.
Our goal one day is to have a Christian film called Walk by Faith, Not by Sight. And it's supposed to kind of be a play off of the movie Dumb and Dumber. And so I'll be Jim Carrey. He can be Jeff Beck. But yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. It's a classic. So if we can have, we're working on some things behind closed doors to be able to figure that out.
You just open the doors right here, man.
Yeah.
There are people in Tulsa that could potentially see this.
Yes.
And you guys are actually working on something, maybe getting it developed a little bit.
Yes, it would be
precursor to it, whatever.
It would be really cool.
We're thinking of doing some ventriloquism, but we're trying to figure out who the dummy's going to be.
Yeah, who's going to be casted first?
Right.
But yeah, so I think if we put this movie together, it's going to be very impactful. And we're working on the plot of what the goal is, but it would be very comedic, and I think it's never been done before. The closest will be in the late 80s, Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, one of the classics, and so I think that it's our time to be able to have something like that for Pure Flix or whoever picks it up.
Yeah.
But, it's amazing when we get together in a restaurant at night. He cannot see at all. He's like Stevie Wonder, so it's dark. So he's holding on to my chair when we get up from a restaurant. The looks we get. You see the quadriplegic and the blind man holding on with his cane. And we go out to my car. He helps me into the car, gets in there, and then I drive him home. It's just amazing combination.
Great teamwork.
Really, it has to be teamwork. Because, it's just the two of us together we complete what we need to be able to do. So it's interesting.
Yeah, and sometimes we're in really good areas, and sometimes we're in really bad areas when we're doing our comedy shows. But I tell people all the time, if a crime happens, I'm the eyewitness.
And I'll run and get the cops. Yeah.
You don't want a blind man doing the lineup. It was Craig. He pulled the trigger. So yeah, man. But we got to make the best of life. There's a lot of people hurting right now in America, Craig. And Charlie and I are trying to be the two guys that can come into an atmosphere and change it for the betterment of the people. And so instead of us pointing the fingers at God or pointing the fingers at the United Healthcare or, the hospital won't help us, the urgent care won't help us. Like, if we could come together and say, man, we are going to show people how to rise above, the limitations. There's no limitations.
Yeah.
And so we're going to the next level with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And we're making people forget when you come see us live that we even have a disability. It's like, yeah. Because when I first started, I thought that I needed to do 100 blind jokes to be funny. But no, I found that the more I started kind of stepping to the side with it and just letting people know, hey, man, I'm a human being just like you. I put my shirt on the same way you do. I brush my teeth the same way. So why should I have to be so focused on the disability all the time? Why can't I just enjoy my life, right? Like, if I go get a burger, I shouldn't have to be like, well, it's missing lettuce and tomato, I'm blind. No, just enjoy biting into that juicy burger and enjoy life. Go to the park. Oh, I don't see the dogs. I don't see the people running. Just enjoy walking in the park. You have to learn that every moment can still be enjoyable despite the blindness or despite being in a wheelchair. He drives. Most people would not want to get in the car with a quadriplegic driving, but he's not letting that stop him, And besides, it's safe for me because I'm blind. I don't know if we're going through cars or if we so I don't know if he could be super close to a car. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm like, we're there. We got there. We're safe. So I think making the best of it, and like Charlie said, we're the dominant duo. I'm Batman because I'm darker skinned and he's Robin.
Robin? I want to be Batman. I want to be Superman.
Well, I got to be the eunuch, and I have kids. How did that happen?
How'd that work? Yeah. All right.
And so you be the Ethiopian, I'll be the eunuch, man. It's all good.
yeah.
What do you think about that, Craig?
What I think is you guys are talking about coming together as a good, solid team, helping each other through life to live better than you could by yourselves.
Yes.
And Tulsa Talks is part of a movement called the Complete Peace Movement. And its phrase is, when you realize you're a complete piece of the complete piece, you will have complete peace. When we know what God has equipped us with, might it be a perceived disability, might it be perceived in whatever limitation, that limitation helps us stay in our lane. And helps us understand other people around us when we're living from a higher perspective, to be able to love those people around us, no matter if in the past we've perceived them as an enemy.
Yeah.
Because Jesus said that it's easy to love those that are like you.
Yes.
It's not easy to love those that are not like you. If you love those that are like you, what have you done? So perspective changes perception to me. And when we see God's plan working out in our lives, like you guys clearly do at this point for where you are right now, we can also see how God's plan is working out in other people's lives around us. Because you guys are vessels of God going to help those people is your intent.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing here at Tulsa Talks and the Complete Peace Movement.
Yes.
I really appreciate you guys coming in today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's amazing. When we got together, I mean, we come from totally different backgrounds, which is obvious. He's 20 years younger than I am. And, I mean, what he knows, like Kendrick Lamar and these people, I don't even know, he knows all about that he grew up with. So, yeah.
But I'm sure that you know some, you've got a doctorate of divinity. He's got a bachelor's of
journalism. Yeah.
So between divinity and journalism, you guys probably make a good team. He knows he knows a little bit more old school stuff than you do. Both of you have different experiences, what you just said, and you blend well.
Yes.
What a beautiful thing.
Well, we stand on Philippians 4:13. We got through Christ. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And the word strengthens is present tense. So we can call on Christ for strength at any given moment. And if he's busy helping the rest of the world, I do have my license to carry. And so thank you, Craig. This has
Thank
been
you
fun,
so much.
man.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
We are here to help you discover or develop your passions, how you can use them, and why you exist. How can we help you help others better?